You were supposed to check one notification, just one, but somehow 45 minutes disappeared. You opened your phone for a second, and suddenly you're scrolling without even thinking. And the scary part is your brain was designed for this because there's a chemical quietly controlling most of your decisions every single day: dopamine. People call dopamine the happiness chemical, but that's not actually true. Dopamine is not about happiness, it's about anticipation, desire, craving. It's the chemical that pushes you to chase something before you even get it. And once you understand that, you start realizing how much of your life is being controlled by it. Every notification, every like, every short video, every endless scroll, they all trigger tiny dopamine spikes inside your brain. And your brain loves it, because from an evolutionary perspective, dopamine helped humans survive. Thousands of years ago, dopamine motivated people to hunt, explore, learn, and seek rewards. Without dopamine, humans would have had no motivation to do anything, but modern technology hacked that system. Now your brain gets rewarded without effort. You don't need to hunt anymore, you just refresh. And every time your brain receives an unpredictable reward, a funny video, a message, a like, dopamine fires even harder. This is called a reward prediction system. And it's the same psychological mechanism behind gambling addictions. Your brain becomes obsessed with maybe. Maybe the next video will be better. Maybe the next notification will feel exciting. Maybe the next scroll will finally satisfy you. But it never does. Because dopamine is strongest before the reward, not after it. That's why you often feel empty immediately after binge watching, scrolling, or overstimulating yourself. Your brain was chasing anticipation the entire time, not fulfillment. And over time, this changes your mind in dangerous ways. Simple things start feeling boring, reading becomes harder, studying feels painful, silence becomes uncomfortable, because your brain slowly loses sensitivity to normal levels of stimulation. Psychologists call this dopamine desensitization. The more overstimulated you become, the harder it is to enjoy ordinary life. That's why many people today can't focus anymore. Their brains have been trained to expect constant novelty every few seconds. And when reality feels slower than the internet, your mind starts escaping reality. But here's the most dangerous part. Dopamine doesn't only control your habits, it can control your identity. Because whatever gives your brain the most dopamine slowly becomes what you prioritize. Your attention changes, your routines change, your goals change, eventually your entire life changes. And most people never realize it's happening. They think they're lazy, but often their reward system has simply been hijacked. The good news is, your brain can recover. When you reduce overstimulation, dopamine sensitivity slowly resets. Simple things begin feeling enjoyable again. Music feels deeper, conversations feel real. Focus returns, life feels less numb. Not because the world changed, but because your brain finally stopped drowning in artificial rewards. And maybe that's the real problem with modern life. We are giving our brains endless stimulation while starving ourselves of real fulfillment.